CodingPhase.com. Your boy's back and I done did it again one more time. Hey guys, what's really good? Hopefully you guys are doing great. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing. You know me, I'm doing alright. So yeah, man, I wanted to come in here and come talk to you guys, man. I miss you guys. You know me. I love to come here live and get to hang out with you guys, answer your questions, and get to talk to you guys just about everything about web development. Okay, but this time around, what I want to do is I want to talk about the channel, right? And the direction that I want to take this channel starting from this week and on. Okay, for those of you guys that don't know, I came into YouTube with the idea of just sharing my life, right? Just to share to people all the good things that being a web developer has brought to my life, right? Monetary things, also to being able to help my family, and just to show people, you know, this is a career that anyone can get into. It doesn't really matter at what age, right? Have you ever been coding before? Are you even good with computers, etc.? Like literally, like I just wanted to come in here and show people that it can be done, especially people that look like me, that can relate to me, coming from the same backgrounds as me, right? I think it was very important for me to come here to YouTube, and a lot of people that bump into this channel, they'll be like, hey man, I wish I would have found you years ago. I wish I would have found you months ago, etc. Like people come here because they relate to my story, and also to they see the things that web development has brought to me and how it has helped me in my whole life. Okay, and that was the main focus of this channel. Right, so when I started this in 2017, that was my goal, just to show people like what's possible, how you can actually get into this thing, and that it's not as hard as people might think. Okay, now we've been doing this shit for 7 years, guys. 7 years. Okay, we started in 2017, we're in 2014, we're about to go into 8 years doing this, right? And yes, I've given a lot of information. I dropped a lot of gems, right? And I feel like, we need to get back to our essence, but in a different way, right? One thing that you see a lot in social media is, just people that, young people, right? And I don't knock them, right? A lot of young developers, their whole lifestyle is about, hey, I'm living in this condo in Manhattan, and I work at Google, and I walk around eating granola, right? I'm eating granola. I'm walking around, Uber everywhere, this, and that, right? And that's cool, right? Maybe if I would have became a developer at the age of 20, 21, 22, right? Maybe that would be my lifestyle, right? But I really got into this thing at the age of 24, and it was a little bit more later on where I really got, full control of like my career, right? And my lifestyle is completely different than them, right? Same thing for a lot of people that come here and they watch this channel. There's a lot of fathers, there's a lot of mothers, there's a lot of people that is 30 plus, 40 plus. Shoot, we got people that's 50 plus that come to this channel, and that lifestyle doesn't really resonate with them, right? Because that's not really what they're here for, right? They're not trying to be out and about and this and that. Maybe they're just people that's just trying to do something better for themselves and their families. Okay, and I'm there, right? I'm in that situation too. I'm in that same boat, right? It's yeah, I got 4 kids, right? I got my wife, right? Stable family, um and there's things that that I'm living through, right? I'm going through, in this stage of my life that I think is important to share and to bring to the light. Okay, like I said, because you only see one type of, we could say, one type of lifestyle as a developer, instead of seeing what it would look like if you was a developer, right? That works remotely, that works from home, owns your own business, right? Owns multiple businesses, right? And on top of that, have the luxury to see your kids grow. Okay. Now, yeah, don't be scared. Don't right now. People's like, oh shit, this shit's gonna be a family channel now. Here comes Joe doing a Costco haul, doing like, no, we're not doing that. I don't live that lifestyle either, right? But I think it's very important to share, you know, what comes with this career, right? As an adult, right? As an adult, who has responsibilities, who is able to take care of his family, who's able to go through ups and downs, right? I always been very transparent with you guys. When I'm up, I'm up. When I'm down, I'm down. When I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood. When I'm pissed off, I'm pissed off. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, know me, right? It's ups and downs, just like anything in life. And yeah, I want to start bringing that and integrating that with the channel more, because I feel like that's something that's missing from this community of developers, right? Also to just to show the differences in different type of lifestyles that people have. Okay, because not everybody, like I said, not everybody's like walking around San Francisco, or everybody, working in Manhattan or something like that. There's people that's living right now in, Kansas City. There's people right now living in, Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina, right? Like me, I'm in Tampa, Florida, right? Um, and our lifestyles might be different than a lot of the, people that's working in the quote unquote tech hubs. I think it's important that we share that. I think it's important that, um, people get to see themselves in this type of lifestyle, because guess what, like I said, not everyone wants to live like that. Like, I have zero interest to be living in New York City, or zero interest to be living in somewhere like San Francisco or Austin or something like that. Like, I have zero interest in that. I like having a big house. I like having a lot of land. I like, being able to work from home and being able to see my kids grow. I like the idea of being able to work for myself and shit. Today is a Wednesday. Guess what? I'm not working today. I'll work later on in the nighttime. Shit. Hey kids, y'all want to go to the park? Cool, let's go to the park. Shit. Oh, we want to take a quick vacation? Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go to freaking Miami for, 2 3 days, right? It's the middle of the week. Right? It's the middle of the week while everybody's going to their job, going to their office, right? We doing some cool shit that a lot of times I don't share here, but I think it's important that I need to start sharing this, because again, most of the people that come to this channel are people that are hardworking individuals, right? Most are already adults, right? I think like the average of like people that watch this channel is from 27 till 48. So that's the audience that's in here, right? Like, we don't have the young kids. Hey, I just graduated from high school. What college should I go to? Like, that's not really who's in here, and I like that, right? Because I made this channel for people like me, people who can relate to me, right? And even the advice that I give is to really help people that's in my situations, or being in my situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important that I go in and start sharing that. So I want to go in and set a schedule for myself, right? A lot of times we come in here and, I might do a random live stream just like now, right? Sometimes I might drop a content on Monday, but then I might not drop anything till Thursday, or maybe I'll go in and drop something on a Saturday, and maybe I won't pop up again till Wednesday, right? So I want to go in and put myself on a schedule to create this content for you guys. Not again, I'm not like stopping to drop the gems, dropping videos, talking about things that's happening in the job market, things that's happening in the industry. I'm not gonna stop doing that. What I'm saying is I want to go in and start also too bringing in the lifestyle. Okay, I think it's very important to people for people to see that, right? Because when you're at home, like right now, somebody's watching me. We got, I don't know, 60 something, 70, 80, 100 people that might pop up in here and watch this live stream, and on the replay, maybe 1,000 to 2,000, who knows, maybe more. Um, Most of those people are in situations where they're working a full time job that they hate, right? Maybe they don't even have a job. Maybe they're, some young adults living in their parents' house, right? Maybe um, some adults that's living in areas that they're not happy there. They're like, man, shit, I want to do something. I want to do something better, right? But guess what? You might not see examples of, like I said, of a certain lifestyle of like what happens when you're married, like in a sense of like, hey, what happens when you're a developer and you're married, you got kids, right? Um, things like, investments, right? That's another thing too that I want to bring into this channel. I think it's very important for all of you guys to see the value that you get out of this career, not only for yourself, right? For your families, right? But being able to have that extra capital, right? For example, like, being a developer, let's say you start at 65, 85K, okay? If you're making 30, 40, shit, that's a 20, 30% increase. That's doubling your money that you're getting in. What do you do with that money, right? How do you invest it? How do you put that money to work for you, right? That's another thing too that I want to bring into the channel, right? As far as like trading, one thing that I wish I would have been doing even like earlier, right? And again, it's because I didn't have a Joe that I could look up to, or somebody that I could go in and I could relate to, or that will put me on. Remember, I don't know nobody that's a developer, right? When I was coming into this game, I pretty much was like, I didn't know who to follow, who to look up to, right? What should be the right moves. Even to this day, like I don't even have family members that got money like that I could be like, hey man, what should I invest in? It's like everybody just got their hands out, right? Like everybody looking to me for me to take care of them, but I don't have nobody to go in and for guys. I don't know why everybody always decides to call me. They see me live and like, let me call him up. It's like I'm live. You shouldn't be calling me up when I'm live. You're gonna mess up my phone. But yeah, so like I don't have nobody that I could talk to and ask for advice or like, what as I was coming up, right? As I was getting into this industry as a developer, right? Like I look back into a lot of things. I'm like, I wasted a lot of money in bullshit, right? As I got older, and I've been getting older, I'm realizing I'm like, shit. There's people that's coming into this industry, right? Even my own students that they might not know the right moves that they have to make, right? Now, over time, I've been able to understand the right moves that you have to make, the things that you need to do as soon as you come into this industry, soon as you start getting your first paycheck, right? What's the right way of doing this? Like, hey, having some long-term investments, having some small amount of money, where you could do like a day trade or a weekly trade, right? How do you get started in trading, right? Like how do you do that, right? It just seems so foreign, but it's not really foreign. It's like something as simple as, hey man, this thing costs $1, right? $1.50, and you bought it for $1, right? Guess what? You just made profit right there, right? From $1 to $1.50, right? If you bought it for $1 and this shit is now worth 95 cents, you just lost 5 cents. It's very simple. But again, those are things that I want to get into with you guys and bring that type of content into this channel, because I think you have to get started into investing not only into yourself, right? As far as education. And yes, shout out to, CodingPhase, 50% off on everything on CodingPhase right now. Go take advantage. Everything that we put on CodingPhase right now, go check it out. Diamond membership, that's where you want to go. But again, you got to invest in yourself. Not only do you have to invest in yourself with education, because that's the only way that's going to move you up. There's nothing else in this world. If you don't have the knowledge, even if I put you in the right position, if you don't have the knowledge, guess what? You're not doing shit with it. You know what I'm saying? So you need to continue learning. I continue to learn even to this day. So you have to do that. Okay? You invest in yourself with, again, with education. You invest in yourself with health. You also have to invest in, in the stock market. You also have to invest into properties, right? Again, coming from where I come from, like, I slept in a couch my whole life. Okay, I didn't have a room till I was 18, 19 years old. I came from Dominican Republic and we came with nothing, right? We didn't get no help from the government. We didn't get no nothing. I think we had like Medicaid when we first, we had a situation when we was little, had a fucked up stepfather at a point, and my mom was running away from the stepdad, like hood shit. You know what I'm saying? And my mom couldn't work at the time because of all the stuff, all the struggles and shit, and dealing with this fucking crazy guy. Um, and yeah, I think we only had like Medicaid for like 6 months. That's it. But after that, literally everything has been like, my mom worked hard. You know what I'm saying? So I came from nothing. I came from like just the bottom, like fucking. Again, I'm telling you guys, I didn't get a room till I was like 18, 19 years old. I was already fucking grown. I'm like, damn, this shit is fucking crazy. It's like now, I got my kids going to the school and they have like, I don't know if you ever seen like this TV shows, like on, I don't know, like in TV, let's say TV shows and movies and shit like that, where they have like, the school has a show, like a TV show. To me, that shit is foreign. I'm from the hood. We don't even have a football team. You know what I'm saying? We don't even. We lucky if we have a basketball team in the hood, right? There's no fields, right? So, yeah, in my kid's school, they have a TV show, a morning show, which to me is foreign, and I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, my kids are living the lifestyle that I always wanted them to live, like that I dreamed of myself. You know what I'm saying? I always joke around. I'm like, yo, I'm the new Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying? You remember when Uncle Phil took King Will Smith and was like, yo, come move to Beverly Hills with me and this and that. We take care, had a little trouble in Philadelphia. He moved to Beverly Hills. Shit, I'm the New York fucking Uncle Phil, straight up, for my family, right? And that's like a really fucking good feeling. And like I said, that's something that needs to be shared, and the importance of it, because same way how you might be going through some struggles or you have gone through some bullshit, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? And you know, when I watch a lot of like other like developer content, a lot of times I see like the younger kids, they do a lot of vain stuff, like just vain stuff. Just like, oh, I want to flex. Hey, I'm eating a $800 fucking dinner, and it's like, yeah, but that's dumb. You could do it once in a while, but that shit is dumb. Motherfuckers is not even investing into their future, not even, putting money into the 401ks, not even putting money into long-term stocks, not even buying properties. I was watching this guy, and I was thinking about doing a video about it. Maybe I'll release it tomorrow, where there's this guy that, you know, I actually like the guy. I think his energy is good. Um, but like you'll see this like on TikTok where you'll have like a guy, oh yeah, I'm a software engineer and I'm like in Manhattan, my rent is $8,000 and my I just spent $2,000 in eating out and I just spent this and that. And it's like these motherfuckers, they don't even talk about investment. They're just living to live for social media, right? Just to live to, just to put the shit out there on social media. All right, just to put it out there on social media. I'm like, yo, that shit is dumb. Because guess what? People like me, we're looking at that shit. That shit's goofy. You know what I'm saying? That shit is goofy. You know, even like over time, like look at this. Like 2020, I bought, hundred something thousand dollar car, right? Crashed it. The shit's worth 70,000. Soon as I crashed it, right? Lost like 40,000 into that. Went in, traded in the car for another car, right? Took 30,000 in negative equity, right? Right now, I just got rid of it. I sold it, right? And I had to go in and pay the 30,000 of negative equity on that car. And then now, as I've gotten older, I realized like there's so much dumb shit that you do once you're getting a lot of money coming in and you're young, that especially when you have social media and no one's really here talking about the right moves you're supposed to make, right? Sometimes we go in and we're like, oh, we're trying to flex, or oh, we're trying to do this and that. We want to spend it because we got it. No, this is the right way of doing things. The right way is you buy all the dumb shit that you want to buy, not with the money that you made from work. You make extra money from like investments, then you go in and you buy the dumb shits, right? Then you go in and you do that. You don't do it with your hard earned money. You know what I'm saying? And again, a lot of people don't put that information out there, especially in this developer community. I don't think a lot of people even talk about any of that shit. They don't really put themselves out there like that. They don't really share values or valuable content that people can actually learn from. You know, one of the things that I hate the most is when you watch a channel, right? Or you watch a uh like I don't know, some influencer or some shit. And they're showing, hey, I got this Lambo, hey, I got this house, I'm traveling here, hey, I got this and that. And so many people go in and watch that type of content. But the way how I look at it is I don't like to watch anybody that's showing me how they got money if they're not showing me how they make the money. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you guys? Like, I don't want to see you spending mad bread and doing mad shit. If you got it like that, show me how you got it so I could also get it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that, when you come to this channel, that's like the essence of this channel. How am I able to work from home? How am I able to, uh, you know, be able to build this applications, be able to build this businesses that I run, right? Every single thing that I do, I teach it back to other people, right? I'm not the type of person that go in and be like, hey, I'm gonna flex and show you some shit without showing you how to actually get to this point, right? This is why I have coding phase. It's not because it's like, hey man, this shit, I want to be selling courses. No, I don't give a fuck about the courses. What I care about is that I need to help people out because if you are able to make it, let's say there's 10 levels in life. If you are able to make it to, let's say, level 6, level 7, right? And when you get to level 6, level 7, anybody that's below you, you're you're bringing up the ladder, meaning that you don't want them to go at the same level as you. I think that's stupid. What you want to do is you want to go in and tell other people how you did it and show them the process, right? If I was like a plumber guy, if I was like a construction guy, if I was a carpenter, a welder, or some shit, I was a doctor. I would tell you how to become a doctor, how my life has gotten better as a doctor, right? For me, it's different. This is the thing. This was my way out. This is how I got out the hood. This is how I made my bread. This is how I fucking be able to take care of my family, take care of my kids, take care of my mom, take care of my dad. You know what I'm saying? This is how I've been able to do it, which is with code. That's why I created CodingPhase. We gotta go through the coding phase to be able to get to this point where we're making X amount of dollars to be able not to ball out and be fucking flaunting shit, because we could do that, but that shit is goofy. What you want to do is you want to say you're living a fucking good lifestyle. I mean, look at all this shit, like I think about this shit all the time with this hurricanes and all this bullshit that happened to this house, right? I bought this house for 300 something thousand, right? Go in, I came to the house, fixed it up, boom, 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 did a whole bunch of shit. Shit is worth like 700 right now, right? Hurricanes come in, destroy the house. I had to go in and spend like, I don't spend, let me see, seven, three, three, that's like what, 13, another three. Let's just say it's like 20,000 just in fucking tree work, right? There's people here that don't even fucking got it. They don't got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I feel so lucky. I mean, look at this shit. Like, shout out to my neighbor. I feel bad. I don't know their situation or whatever it is, but they don't got it like that, right? And they're older folks, right? But that shit didn't even have a fucking tarp in God knows how long. House getting wet, house getting all destroyed, and a whole bunch of shit. And it's because people don't got it. They don't got the cash. So I feel very, very fucking lucky that, you know, what people might say, hey, I could flex with a Lamborghini. I flex with the comfortability that I have. Like, I'm so fucking comfortable. Like, I don't even have to fucking stress about anything right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a blessing. But how do you get to those blessings? You gotta fucking find a career, right? You gotta educate yourself. You have to go in, take risk, and then from there you're gonna get the rewards. You plant that little seed, and then you're gonna get some fruits. If you don't plant shit, time passes by anyways, and you're not gonna get anything. You're gonna be in the same situation that your parents were at, that you were at, and you're still there. Somebody gotta break the cycle. You get what I'm saying? Somebody got to go and break the cycle, and I think it's very important that we share that on this channel. So we are gonna continue dropping gems. We are gonna continue doing the live streams where we show different job, that's popping up. Right? We're still gonna go in create content for developer, but I also want to go in and I want to do like maybe like a weekly vlog, right? A POV, right? uh, Developer POV, right? In a sense, document what happens throughout the week. Shit, I'll be having a lot of cool shit that happens, right? And I think it's important for people to see that, because it can't just be like, hey, learn how to code, right? And yeah, you'll make some money, right? That's cool and all, but shit, learn how to code, and this is the type of lifestyle that you're gonna have if this is what you want, right? Of course, if you just want to be like one of those fucking guys that's like, I'm spending $8,000 in a fucking condo, I don't own shit, and then when they, you know what I mean, when they get laid off, they're fucking crying on TikTok, right? If you want to be like those guys, yeah, you follow those guys. If you want to follow somebody that's stable and is in a fucking good position, that, I'm 36, 40, 41, I'm retired, I don't gotta do shit, right? How did I do it, right, in 10, 10, 15 years? How did I get to that point, right? It's not by doing that shit and be like, hey, I'm gonna spend $8,000 on a condo. Hey, I'm living with roommates. I'm 30 something years old, I'm living with roommates. That's goofy shit. When you could buy your own house, you could buy your own properties, you could buy even your own condo, right? But again, those are shit that, you know, that I feel like we have to put out there. I feel like I take the mantle of, we could say, first Latino, Afro Latino, you know what I mean? I consider myself black. No matter where the fuck I go, yeah, I'm black. You know what I mean? Like people might say like, you too light, motherfucker. I'm black. So I consider myself, a mixture of both, right? And I feel like I hold that mantle of like and hold that flag that I was the first one here talking about this shit. There was nobody else here before me, right? There was nobody out here that a lot of these other dudes that be popping up. I'm like, they're so fucking. I don't want to say it like that, but they're so fucking washed. Let's just say washed. We're not gonna say how washed, but they're so washed, right? That I'll be like, bro, like, what happened to the hood in you? What happened to the culture in you? You don't got. Oh shit, you trying to fit in? You trying to fit in to make them feel comfortable? Oh yeah, you're not doing it right, right? So I'm the only one that's been myself and has kept being myself this whole fucking time. A lot of people come in and they're fucking washed. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, because I'm like, yo, I can't relate even to all the new dudes that be popping up. I'm like, I can't relate to this fucking people. These motherfuckers is washed. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I take that flag. You know what I mean? I was the first pilgrim in here. You know what I mean? And I think now I want to go in and be the first one to really start creating that content because nobody else is doing it. Nobody's really um, pushing pushing for that adult content. We could say, right? That's the thing that I think is very important for people to go in and understand. It's like we need to have adult content, right? As developers, not Bobby mommy kids and this. We need to have the fucking adults, the motherfuckers that's coming in here and coming in with a plan. You're watching this channel, you're watching what we do here, and you're like, all right, my plan is to become a developer. But how do I go in and maneuver this waters, right? The right way. Because you don't want to be like one of those fucking people that you see them, you know, they're in the middle of fucking downtown, this, and that. They get laid off, and then now you see them, now you see them with a blue and purple hair crying on TikTok like, shit, this company's not treating us good. Motherfucker, they gave you mad bread. What you did with that bread? You know what I mean? Like, if you go in and you say, hey, I was working at, let's say, Facebook or some shit like that, right? I'm just giving some, big companies, right? You work at some tech startup, some shit, and they're paying you $200,000. How you gonna spend 140? How you gonna spend 140 in just living expenses? What part of the game is that, right? What do you have to show for? You know, like if you don't have the right mindset, this game will chew you up, right? Not everyone has the mental capacity to do development for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, right? You're not lifting weights, you're not lifting boxes, right? You're working with this 24/7. And you do get burnt out, right? Now, when you do get burnt out, it could be 10 years, 15 years from now, it could be 5 years from now. When you look back and you say, what did I do with my money? What did I do with my time? Did I do something positive? Am I better off now? Can I have the option to leave the industry? Can I stop working for somebody? And a lot of times people that follow that path, they can't leave. That's why they call it the golden handcuffs a lot of times, right? It seems like they make it so comfortable for you and so easy. Like, oh yeah, boom, you're making XYZ dollars. You're spending, 90, $100,000 in rent, and when you leave out of there, if they pull the rug under you, you're in there like, now you ain't got no other place to go to than to another of those companies because you have nothing to back you up. A lot of these fucking people don't have no fucking savings. They don't got no fucking investments. They got the investments from the stock options that they gave them. That's it. A lot of people don't even fucking jump into properly trading. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it. I'm telling you right now. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with what's happening in the New York Times. If you haven't checked this out, right? This is like something that's happening in the news. So the New York Times, right, has about 600 tech workers, right? Most of these tech workers get paid really, really well, right? But they want to get paid more, which they deserve, and also too, they want to protect themselves from, also too, from AI in a sense, meaning that, hey, if something is gonna get automated, we want to make sure we have our job secure. But guess what? They go on strike. Now, those people that went on strike, they couldn't even last the strike. And they had to cancel the strike, end the strike, and they didn't even get not even a quarter of what they wanted, right? They didn't even get any type of agreement. And people are asking themselves, is it that developers are weak or people in tech are weak? No, a lot of these people are living paycheck to paycheck. And you might say, but how can that be? Somebody's making $120,000, $160,000, and 200 something dollars, and some even 300 and up. How can it be? How is it possible that they're living paycheck to paycheck? Well, fucking life creep, right? You start making more money, you start wasting more money. You start getting yourself into bullshits that you don't even need. I was watching some guy on TikTok, some developer guy, like maybe like I don't know, like a year ago or some shit like that. He's spending money on like bullshit, like figurines, like $10,000 worth of like 2, 3 figurines. Now you spend that money because you got it, right? But guess what happened? When they lay him off, he's on TikTok crying about, man, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my mortgage. I don't know how to. You was just spending $10,000 in little figurines, little Pokemon cards and bullshit like that, little Dungeons and Dragons. What happened? Keep that same energy now. You're not thinking with your head, right? Also, too, when people come into this industry, people don't think that at any moment someone could pull the rug under you, right? It's just like any job. If you've ever worked a regular job, and some of these people they've never worked a regular job, so they don't really know how this shit works in real life, right? When you outside, you know what I mean? You ever worked at a job and and when you go work at that job, out of nowhere it's like, yo, you've been coming here too late, you fired, and you're like, yo, I only come here like once or twice late this month. Like, what's going on? We letting you go. Mind you, you got bills, you got rent that you gotta pay, right? Like, they let you go for no fucking reason, for any bullshit, right? So, a lot of these guys they don't understand. Is like, this is why it's so important to have savings, to have investments, to have an exit plan, right? Have an exit plan. When I came into this game, I had a fucking exit plan. My exit plan was, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna learn how to code, I'm gonna learn the skills that I need to get a job. I'm gonna learn skills so I could go in and build my own affiliate marketing websites, right? Um, and niche websites, get into that, right? And I could make some money on the side, cause shit, I'm new. I don't have a degree in this thing, right? I'm new into this industry, and if I'm able to make 50,000, that's cool. But if I'm able to go in and make another 30,000 on the side, that's even better, right? And then over time, you continue to grow in your career. But those early investments that I did, planting that seed of, building niche websites and creating small applications, microservices, and putting it up online and creating websites to get money from affiliate marketing, etc. That's what's led me here. When people come in here, sometimes I be like thinking in my head, like, some of these fucking people don't fucking get it. I've been seeing like sometimes people, they'll leave a dumb comment and be like, "Yeah, of course, because you sell courses." I'm like, motherfucker, like before I even sold one course, right? I wasn't even selling any courses. I was literally driving people to other fucking instructors and telling them, "Hey, go check out this guy. Go check out this guy." Creating a curriculum of what they needed to learn to be able to go in and get into the industry. At some point, people wanted me to do this. I didn't want to fucking do this shit. I wanted to be building my niche websites. And, when I quit my job, my whole goal was to just create software as a service. People wanted me to do this shit. This was not part of my plan. This shit just fucking fell on my lap, right? But before I even came here, I came in with bread. When most of the guys that you see on YouTube, like even developers that you see them on YouTube, it takes them like a year, 2 years, 3 years to go in and be full time, quote unquote, YouTubers. I did that shit in 6 months. I came in January. By July, I already had quit my job. I said, I'm out of here. And that's because I already had bread. I came in with 300 grand. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody could be like, yeah, he made his money from. No, I came in with bread. I could have jumped into anything and I would have fucking done great no matter what, because I had the money to invest in myself where I could say, hey, I could open up a business or whatever idea I want to do. And I know it takes a year to 2 years to really get that shit off the ground. And I had it. You know what I'm saying? But I see people, so many people that come into this game and don't think about their exit plan. Shout out to Will Motivation, who gives me motivation all the time. I love that dude because he's a good dude. And not only that, he's smart. That's how he's supposed to do it. If you guys haven't checked him out, go check out Will Motivation. You search on YouTube. It's a channel where he talks about real estate and he shows you a bunch of cars. He got like Lamborghinis. He got it like that. That's how you're supposed to do it. He got all that shit after he got his real bread, not in the middle of like, hey, I'm working and now I'm gonna go and spend my money on cars and bullshit like that. No, you spend that money with the extra money that comes in from profits of your investments. So for him, his story is he was studying computer science, built a small social network in for his college, sold that, used that to buy properties, right, and start his real estate business, buying properties, building them up and selling them, right, in Ohio. Now that dude got properties in Colombia. That dude got properties in the yard. He buying properties here in Florida. Got like two, three Lamborghinis, two Ferraris. Like, that's how you fucking do it. That's how you fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you fucking supposed to move. You know? But again, I see a lot of people that come in here and don't give that type of advice of like how you supposed to go in and move as a developer. How do you get in, right? There's a lot of stuff that, like I said, a lot of stuff that I'm gonna start bringing to this channel, just lifestyle stuff, right? And lifestyle investments, right? And of course, how do you get those things? It's very simple. You're gonna need a good job. Guess what? That's why we have CodingPhase. If I knew anything else, if I knew how to do plumbing, I knew how to do fucking welding or some shit, I would tell you, hey man, this is how I got my money. This is how I was able to get my capital up. This is how I'm able to fund my lifestyle. And this is how I have that extra money to put into this investments, right? Because you could go in and say, hey man, I'm gonna jump into Robinhood or some shit, and I got $100, right? You know how difficult it's gonna be for you to make $100,000 off like an extra $100 you have in your pocket? You're gonna be there for 5, 10 years and probably won't even make $100,000. You need capital. You need money to be able to get into investments to really make bread. Because if you go in and you say, damn, I got $10,000 and I'm able to risk $500 to make 1,000 or 1,500, you just took that $10,000 and made a 10%, 15% increase. You do that multiple times throughout a month. Guess what? You just took that $10,000 and made it into a $15,000, $16,000. You do the same thing the following month, and you say, hey, I'm gonna take 3 to 5% risk to go and make a 10 to 15% return on what I have, and you continue doing that, in less than 6 months, you'll make your bread. It's very simple. But how you gonna get that $10,000? That's the answer, right? Right? That's the question that people have, right? And you say, well, how do I make that? It's very simple. You go to CodingPhase. You want to learn how to code? Guess what? This is what I know. You could do something else. You could figure out whatever else you want to do. But this is the easiest thing that I found that you could go in and make capital. You become a developer, you get a job, because you're going to have to work no matter what. You're going to have to work either doing Uber, being a truck driver, being a nurse, being an accountant, being a freaking fucking manager at T-Mobile, whatever the hell you're going to do, right? You're still going to have to work. So if you're going to have to work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, you might as well get paid the most. And it's in tech, okay? That's how you're going to be able to go in and make your bread. So you could have that extra capital to go in and invest in yourself for growth and to go in and have an exit plan. Now, as you're learning all of the skills, it's very important to understand you want to learn skills, not skills to just, I want to work for somebody for the rest of my life. There's certain skills that only are applicable for enterprise level or for like tech companies. You need to learn skills that you can use outside of work. Again, this is why I focus on my tech accelerator on this whole path of learning content editing, right? You can find a job anywhere you go. It doesn't matter what industry, what state, what government. That's the easiest job that you could get, that you could get as a developer. But then from there, you learn email development. Email development is something that's needed for every business, every industry. So no matter where you go, you will always find a job with those two things. Okay? Then from there, you go in and you learn about front-end development with Shopify. Not front-end development, how everybody else is doing it. It's like they come in and they don't even know JavaScript and they're jumping into React. No, you go in and you learn JavaScript. You learn how to do front-end development for businesses, right? Now, not only can you get hired as an e-commerce developer working with Magento, WooCommerce, working with Shopify, right? Like there's a bunch of different categories, right? Or different jobs under that category that you can get a job with, right? Because you know e-commerce and you are a front-end developer. The same way how you're creating Shopify themes is the same way how you will create WordPress themes. Same way how you will work with Shopify themes is the same way how you will work with BigCommerce or Magento as a front-end developer. Do you understand like what I've been trying to teach you guys? The things that I'm trying to put you guys on? It's not about learning how to code. It's about learning how to code with a purpose and how to maximize your time. If I learn a skill, how can I monetize that skill in 5 to 7 different ways? Does that make sense to you guys, right? So now, once you're able to have that, the world's your oyster in a sense. Like you could choose whatever you want. I could go in and say, hey, I want to work today for the entertainment industry. Hey, I want to go work for the insurance industry. Hey, I want to work with financial industry. Hey, I want to work with transportation. Hey, I want to work with, cars. I like cars. Guess what? There's a bunch of companies that sell car parts, that sell, that sell cars themselves. Like there's a bunch of shit. Whatever you're into, you could find an industry about that. Once you learn development this way, it's not like I'm fucking a genius. Is this shit is common sense? Because I'm looking at this not from the point of view of like I just want to learn how to code. No, I want to learn how to code with a plan. Content editing, so I could get a job, very simple. Email development, so I could work in any type of industry. Front-end development with Shopify, so I could go in and work in e-commerce in any type of platform, okay? And then from there, back-end development, which will now make you a full stack developer. At that point, you basically can work in any type of role. You'll have a year of experience already working in the industry, and at that point, you'll be a full stack developer where now you can flex your skills and really go out there and start building software as a service or whatever type of development they want you to build. But guess what? By going on this path, all those skills that you learned on the Tech Accelerator, you actually can go in and take those skills and provide it for other people. I'm trying to put you guys on into some shit like a guy comes in and it's like construction. You know, I always tell you guys like I'm a very practical guy. I'm not like one of those fucking guys that come in here and be like, oh, let's talk about code. What's faster, for loop or while loop? That's just irrelevant, right? We're here to look at the shit as a career and how we can monetize our skills in every type of way. And what are the best skills that you can monetize in every type of way? I give you an example: content editing, right? Somebody say, well, content editing, that's just like managing a website. Guess what? What do you think is actually microservices or niche websites? Content editing. It's a website built with WordPress. It's a website built with Shopify, etc. Right? For example, you could even jump into, hey, I want to sell some products. How can you not sell a product if you know how to actually build a whole Shopify website from scratch? You understand how e-commerce works. Do you understand? Like, I don't know. I think people, this shit goes over people's head. Every fucking skill, every career path that I teach on CodingPhase.com, it's like an umbrella. It's like there's other shit under it that you literally can monetize because you know this one skill. You know content editing? Guess what? The things that you could go in and monetize. You can manage a website for a business. You could create your own niche website. You could create your own microservices, right? You can go in and fucking sell your own products. I know it's like, but Joe, I just came here to code. Nah, I'm not trying to teach you how to code. I'm trying to teach you how to make money with code. That's a big difference. I don't want you to come in and be like one of those fucking guys playing with a fucking Arduino. That's just dumb. How you actually come in and fucking make bread with this shit? Because it's your time. Your time is valuable. You know, when I came into this game, I didn't have one gray hair. This is 7 years of work, right? So time flies by. And the only thing that you're going to look back on is going to be like, man, what did I accomplish? Am I better off now than where I was 7 years ago, right? And I could tell you, hell yeah, way better off. Because it's like, I planned this shit out. Same thing for you guys. It's never too late. Don't matter right now you're 50 something. Guess what? By 60 something, you should have enough for you to retire comfortably if you do the things the right way. You're 20 something. Oof, you're going to be good. By the time you retire, by the time you're 45, 50 years old, you go in and do the right moves, you're going to have millions and millions of dollars. This is no cap, right? You're going to have millions of dollars for you to just do whatever the fuck you want to do in your life. And even at that, just to be comfortable. Again, I give you guys like my example, like this shit costs bread. All this fucking shit, insurance don't pay shit here in Florida. You know, it's funny, I had somebody like one of my neighbors say, man, you know, because they came to my house like, damn, wow, like, you know, we got the floors, the shiny floors, the fucking nice fucking kitchen, you know, everything stainless steel, fucking recessed, this and that. Like, we have fucking some nice shit, bro. Like, and motherfucker come in here and say, damn, insurance must have really, you guys really got the insurance. And I said, bro, insurance ain't pay shit. Insurance pays $75, right? All this shit costs $200,000, right? And on top of that, the fucking guy who came in and fucking took us for a ride, the contractor. So at the end of the day, I ended up fucking catching an L for 200 something thousand dollars, and I'm still up. These people, they fucking lose 200 grand. They're fucking losing their fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to K Flesh 10. My fault, bro. Can anyone speak anymore without profanity? Sad. I'm sorry about that, man. This is just how I speak. I'm amongst my friends, right? I'm from New York. Maybe you're from some area where everybody don't, people don't curse. This is where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. This is how we talk. You know what I mean? Like, I totally get it. I wish I was like, another guy. I don't know. Maybe you got to go to Little Billy with a comb over. This is the Joe coding phase. I can't be something else. If I was in, of course, if I'm in an office setting, of course I'm not cursing. I'm not talking like this. You're gonna meet Joseph. Right here, this is a personal conversation. This is us talking. You're talking to Joe Santos. Okay, so you're gonna get Joe Santos. I can't be somebody else. Or you want me to come in here and be like, Cheerios, guys. You know what I mean? Like, you want me to. You want me to talk like that? I could hit you with an Irish accent. I could hit you with a UK accent. I could hit you with a couple of accents. But again, you gotta love me for who I am, right? If not, if that distracts you, then it is what it is. I can't change myself, bro. But again, well, I'm here to help. You know what I mean? But sales is funny. Little Billy is a como. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying with this guy is like, yo, this is the type of content I want to start bringing more into this channel. Of course, we're gonna continue dropping a lot of gems, talking about a lot about development. But I'm gonna start doing this weekly vlog, um, which really is not like a blog. It's like a POV, right? Point of view of a developer, um, that self-taught remote developer, right? And showing the lifestyle, not the bullshit that you see, granola eating, soy milk drinking, you know what I mean, tofu, tofu fucking tofu for breakfast. No, you're gonna see the real shit, right? What does someone, how what's the lifestyle of someone that works from home, has their own business, is actively developing applications, and also has a family, right? What are the perks that come with this lifestyle, right? So, yeah, so that's something I want to bring in. And I also want to start bringing in more content. I'm going to start talking about this. I'm going to start showing you guys um, how to get started with investing, right? Again, I'm not here to give you financial advice with like stock picks and this, and that, and signals. No. I'm here to show you how to get started, because the majority of you guys that is coming in here, and especially if you come to CodingPhase.com, you're going to see success. You're going to get into the industry. You're going to become developers. You're going to get your first job, right? That's a guarantee, right? If you follow what I tell you, you're going to get your job, right? But what do you do with that money? I think that's very important, because I wish I would have had that type of content. No one really told me about this shit. I had to go in and learn it on my own. I had to go in and pay, what I paid thousands of dollars to learn from other people. I'm going to come back in here and give it to you guys for free, because I think it's very important for you guys to learn this shit. And I know, you know, a lot of people don't have the budget to go in and pay for, this top classes on really trading and how to do investment, because that shit costs bread. I'll be honest. That shit costs money. But it makes sense why it costs money. Because if you go in and you say, well, I'm going to teach you a skill that you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Hundreds. Not like you're going to make $5. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And you're going to come in. I'm not gonna sell it to you for $5. I'm gonna sell it to you for $1,000, $2,000. That's how they do, and they charge. Sometimes they charge even more. The most I paid in this journey of learning how to trade was like $3,500. But again, and there's a lot of good free resources out there on YouTube, but not like the pay shit, bro. I'll be honest, man. Cause I tried, I'm just like you guys. I'm like, yo, I tried every free shit first, and then if I ain't get no results, then I go in and be like, all right, fuck it, now I gotta pay for something, right? I'm the same way. I'm cheap as fuck too. So I'm cheap as fuck too. So yeah, but those guys they charge a lot of bread, but it's good. It's good because it's worth it. It's just I wouldn't tell you guys to be like, hey guys, sign up to this guy to learn. We're gonna charge you $3,500. You don't got the bread for that. That don't make no sense for you, right? I'm not saying I don't know your finances, but I just don't think it makes sense for somebody to go in and be like, if you're trying to get into a new career to spend $3,500 on some bullshit. That's why I tell you guys don't even go to no boot camps. That shit don't make no sense, financial sense, right? Um, but yeah, because with $3,000 you could fucking get some shit rolling. Like with trading, like right now, this is one thing that I want to do. I want to go in. I started a new account, right? I have a couple of accounts that I'm making some bread, but I want to go in and I want to show you guys how to go in with $2,000 and just little by little bring that $2,000 account into hopefully 100,000, right? I think we could do it. We could do it in this year, 2025. And I'll show you guys the process. I want to go in, show you guys how do you sign up to some of these platforms, right? How do you sign up to things like TradingView? How do you go to like forex.com, sign up? How do you go in and set all of these things up, right? Um, and how do you do it little by little? Where with $2,000 you could bring that shit up to four in a month, and then just continue moving it up little by little. Start bringing it up, you know, because I think it's important for you guys to learn that skill early. I wish I would have learned this shit a long time. I would have, shit, bro. If I could go back in time, there's so much shit that I've learned the last 3 years that I wish I could go back into time. And I wish I had like someone like myself, a Joe on the internet that I could relate to, somebody that I like. Because a lot of these fucking people I don't like. I just, I think their personalities doesn't connect with me. You know what I mean? You gotta like somebody to watch them. You know, like you gotta relate to them somehow. It's like, yeah, if I'm gonna watch a guy for fucking an hour on a live stream or on a video, I gotta fucking enjoy watching you, because I'm not gonna watch you just give you an hour of my time unless I don't like you. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. But yeah, that's what we're doing, man. By the way, like I said, 50% off on CodingPhase.com. We're also giving away a MacBook to one lucky winner. Okay, so one of you guys that sign up this month to CodingPhase, we have the 6-month Diamond membership, 12-month Diamond membership. Whoever signs up to that, one of you guys is gonna come in, and I'm gonna give you guys a MacBook. So we're gonna announce it on December 1st. So take advantage. This whole month is early Black Friday sale, basically. So it's the Black Friday sale that we would have done on Black Friday, right? But I'm giving it the whole month. So that way at any moment this month you can come in, sign up, 50% off, take advantage. This might be the last time that you see a 50% off at those prices, as we continue to bring more content and we continue to get more results, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it, right? We started codingphase.com when we came in at $5 because no one knew this platform. No one gotten results from this platform. But as more people get hired, more people get results, guess what? We can't work with everybody. So we have to go in and limit this to a maximum of 5,000 students. I don't want to have a million people. That's too much of a headache. At one point, I had 14,000 members paying freaking $5, $20. That shit was such a headache. I don't want to deal with that. With 5,000 students per year, that's it, right? So take advantage. I think we're like at 4,300 students right now. So you have space, you have time to get in there. Again, you know, your subscription, you get to keep it, right? You pay the same amount, um, and you could keep it for as long as you want. You know, the price is not gonna go up on you or anything. It's just whoever comes in after you, a year from now, 2 years from now, they paying more. You know, people that came in 2018, you know, that still, I got people that is in the, you know, that got a lifetime membership for $300 in 2018. Till this day, they still in coding phase, getting everything for free. So you got to think about this in the long term. It's a really good investment for you to come in. If you all you have is enough for 6 months, that's fine. I can show you everything that you need to learn to become a developer, get you into your first job in those first 6 months, right? Guess what? At that point, you have enough money to come in and you could sign up for a year, sign up for a lifetime. Because again, if we can get you into your first job, I can guarantee you that you're gonna have money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be out here broke. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then from there, just continue helping you out as much as we can through the process. But definitely worth it right now. 50% off. Go take advantage. Anybody that has signed up to CodingPhase, you will see it in the chat. You know, people say nothing but good things. You know, um, anyone that you see that says some bad shit, like, go read what they say. You know, I was watching some shit. I searched on CodingPhase, right? Search some shit on CodingPhase, and popped up into some shit on Reddit, right? Because you know, this Reddit is like, it's like the 1 star reviews on Yelp, right? You go to a restaurant that you love, and you like, man, this is an amazing restaurant. I love eating here, right? They got the best steak in the world, right? And then you see like, damn, but somebody gave it a bad review. Let me go check in there, see what's going on. And then you start reading the fucking review, and it'll be like something as stupid as like, yeah, man, one of the forks had a little stain, and after that I couldn't eat no more. And it's like, wait, what? You could have just asked for another fucking fork. Did you did you eat the steak? Nah, I didn't eat the steak. I just, that's it. It had a stain on my fork. You know how many fucking restaurants you go to and the fucking cups look all crazy, right? You just ask for another one. That's it, right? So yeah, so I'm on Reddit. I checked on Google and then to see what's out there, cause I get notifications just to see, you know, what's out there on the platform. And I saw this person that left a fucking comment on Reddit, and I'm like, yo, I already knew who it was already. Dude is like, yeah, man, I went to coding phase, and Joe makes it seem like if, you know, you're gonna get hired, and by the end of the month, in 2 months. And I'm like, no, I don't make it seem like you get hired at the end of the month. People have gotten hired at the end of the month. But the truth is that it's very simple, guys. If you come to codingphase.com, I don't have a magic stick to make you into a developer. Everyone has a different journey. This is why I have a subscription model, so I can continue to work with you until you're ready. Okay? If you go to a boot camp in 3 months, once that 3 months is done, you're out of there. If you learned something or you didn't learn nothing, that's not their problem. They showed it to you, and you pay for your 3 months, and you pay $20,000. I'm giving you way more than a boot camp, and I'm holding your hand through the whole process. That's why I sell it so cheap, because I know the people that's coming to me, they might need some extra help. There's people that come in, like shout out to Henry Garrido. I think he was in here in the live stream. He went to a boot camp, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Wasn't getting some results over there after the boot camp. Comes to coding phase, right? He already understands the fundamentals of just like HTML, CSS, some JavaScript, right? When he comes to the platform, we put him on a plan and tell him, hey, this is what you got to fix, this is what you got to do, this is your portfolio, this is the projects that you have to do, right? Guess what? That guy, I don't know if he slept that weekend, dude comes with a portfolio, a whole portfolio in a fucking weekend, right? He wants it. He needs this. He wants to get this type of job. He wants to get into this game, right? If you come in and you like, I do this shit once in a blue moon. I show up to one of the meetings maybe once a month. Hey, I do my portfolio whenever I can. That 1 month that you were supposed to take to go in and go through the courses and get you to the point to start applying to jobs, that shit could easily be 3 months. If you're not putting in the work, we can't do anything for you. It's your fault. You have to do the work, and you have to be doing it consistently. We got the accountability meetings. We have meeting with Karen's, which is technical support on Wednesdays, right? We're giving you more support than any other platform. And again, like I said, someone goes in, you go in and you read that shit on Reddit. The people that have gone to CodingPhase, they'll be like, yo, this shit is bullshit, right? But at the end of the day, you're reading a fucking review of some dude that if I could, I don't want to throw his name out there, but I know who the person was. But I was like, yo, my guy, you never came to any of the accountability meetings, right? You never did any of the projects that I told you to do. You went and bought a template that you wanted to buy when I gave you like 5-6 different templates that you should have for your portfolio. So you're doing whatever you want, yet you just signed up to the platform. Then I see you're following XYZ YouTuber. Now you're dropping everything that you're doing to jump on what's this shit? On learning how to do Rust. There's no fucking jobs for Rust. Rust, the programming language, is a complicated language that's not for beginners. If you're a beginner trying to do Rust and you think you're going to find a job as a Rust developer, there's guys that have 10 years as developers and can't find a job as a Rust developer. What makes you think that you, a guy that's struggling with HTML, CSS, that cannot build a proper portfolio, struggling with email development, which is the easiest shit you could do in development, you think you could do that jump from HTML, where you're struggling, all the way to Rust? That's the type of individual that goes in and says, yeah, man, I thought I was going to be able to know this shit in 2 months. No, you didn't even know how to turn on your computer. I had to go in and show you how to set up your development environment. I had to go in and show you all of these things. And that's the thing that people don't understand. When you're trying to get into this industry, everyone has their own journey. Everyone has a different background. There's people that don't even know how to use a computer properly. All they know is how to post on Facebook. Guess what? We got to go in and teach them how to use their computer, how to set up their environment, how to use their terminal. That might take you an extra 2 weeks. Then from there, we might go in and have to go and teach you HTML, CSS. Guess what? You don't understand the concept of structuring your HTML, CSS. For one guy, that takes him 1 week to learn that. For you, it might take you 2 months. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's because you have no background in this. You never even tried this before. Someone might come in and it might take them a month, or maybe 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks, right? And also, too, one thing that I want to point out is that if you go in and you do 1 hour and you know you're struggling, you need to put in more than 1 hour so you could finish all of this in a timely manner. I can't, with a magic wand, I don't have a magic wand to go in, right? See if I pick up this thing from my kids' toys. Right? I'm trying to find a little magic wand. I don't have a magic wand to go, ta-da! You're now a full stack developer. No, there's shit that you're gonna have to work on. That's why we have a CodingPhase membership. That's why we go in and get results, because there's people that come in and need more than just a month. They might need a whole 3 months to learn all of this and get them to the point to get a job. And then not only that, right? Again, I'm super transparent. Not only that, when somebody comes in, there's things that even after we teach you how to code and we teach you how to do the job, there's things that we got to work on you when you're going to the interviews. I was talking to somebody the other day, right, on a meeting, right? I do meetings with my students. And I'm doing a Zoom call with him, right? And we're discussing his portfolio and what's happening with his portfolio, because he's like, yeah, man, in the beginning, the first month after I finished everything, I was getting a lot of interviews. And then from there, I didn't get that many interviews. And then I started getting more interviews now again. But I'm not getting an offer. But mind you, this conversation is not like how I'm having this conversation with you right now. The conversation on the Zoom call is, hi, y'all. Yeah, I've been trying to go to this interviews, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And first of all, no one's gonna hire you with that energy. When you're having a conversation with somebody, doesn't matter if it's Zoom, doesn't matter if it's on in person, doesn't matter what it is. You gotta sound confident. You cannot show up to an interview and sound like you don't even have the energy. Like, we're gonna have to wake you up. No one wants to hire somebody like that. We have to work on that. And that's why it's so important to go in and learn something like content management, because let's say, for example, give you a great example. Let's say right now you go in and you come to my platform or whatever platform, you spend 9 months learning JavaScript, right? And then now you're starting to go into interviews. You didn't figure out that the reason you didn't get a job as a JavaScript developer early on was because your energy is bad. You don't know how to sell yourself. Your communication skills are bad. You don't know how to present yourself properly. That's why it's so important for you to go through a program like the one we have in the Tech Accelerator, because in that first month, if you come in and you do the work that I tell you, in that first month, you'll have your portfolio and you'll be applying to jobs. There's things that you might have to work on after you have the skill, which is on the interview process. You need to sound confident. You need to be able to go in and answer the questions confidently. Being able to sell yourself, being able to go in and show people, I'm the guy. Because if you're showing up there with this energy and not even having a camera on a Zoom call, you need to turn that camera on, because it doesn't matter if you look like a troll, you're a hunchback of Notre Dame. People need to see who they're gonna hire, and you need to be the most comfortable individual. Guys, shit. I just got my teeth done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got my shit done. You know what I mean? But the same energy I got now is the same energy I had with my own fucking old teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the prettiest motherfucker in the game, but my swag and my fucking sauce, when I go into any room, people feel it. They're like, all right, who is this guy? I gotta leave an impression. You know what I'm saying? Shit, y'all acting like, some of you guys be acting like y'all the ugliest motherfuckers in the game, or like there's something wrong with y'all. Nah, go into a room like, hey, how you guys doing? Hi, my name is Joe Santos. Yeah, I'm a software engineer. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? Be comfortable. Be comfortable in your own skin. You're not dating these people. You fucking going for a job. And if you sound secure, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna fucking be good. You know what I'm saying? I've always had my energy up. It don't matter where I go. Don't matter. I'm fucking. I don't even got a shape. I could be fucking bummy as hell that day. When people see me and they talk to me, I'm paying attention to this fucking guy. And those are things that we have to work on, right? So again, I'm talking about this, because I saw that on Reddit. I was like, damn, I know exactly who the guy that wrote that shit. And he's like, yeah, man, because Joe makes it seem as if you're gonna be higher at the end of the fucking month. It's like, I'm taking you to the point for you to get higher. I taught you the skills. I got you to build your portfolio. You're actually getting calls by major companies, but it's you at the end. There's things that you don't have yet. We have to work on. And if you don't show up to the accountability meetings, I can't tell you that. I can't go in and tell you, hey man, you got to bring your energy up. You got to learn how to sell yourself. You got to learn how to talk about your projects. You got to learn how to go in. And when you go into these conversations, don't let them lead the whole interview. You go in and you start asking questions about the job. You start asking questions about the industry. You could go in and give them pointers on things how you will improve their website or their emails. You know what I'm saying? Now you're having a conversation. Relate to people. Talk to them. Shit, yeah, I'm from New York, da da da. Yeah, man, you saw that. I don't know if you saw those games from the Yankees, man. I can't believe we lost this year. Now you having a conversation. This is what I call the human touch. Unless you learn how to do that, it don't matter how many skills you have, right? No one's gonna hire you, man. I'm telling you right now, you gotta have that energy. No one wants to work with a fucking dude. Like we gotta fucking give you Narcan to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude is like, what's going on? This guy fucking doped out. Is like, bring your energy up. You gotta. There's no way. You know what I mean? My job is to literally teach you the skill, get you to the point where you are getting interviews, you're getting, getting prepared to be hired. But that last part, if you're not showing up to the accountability meetings, I cannot help you with. You have to show up to the accountability meetings and tell me, hey man, this is what happened, Joe. This is how my interview went. I wasn't too confident on here. I didn't know how to answer this. That's what I'm there for, to help you out. If you don't show up because you don't want to show up, it's so difficult to show up at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Show up at 8. And if you want to come in and say, hey, Joe, this is what happened, email me. I answer all my emails, which that was another thing, too, that I saw on the Reddit shit. I was like, this motherfucker say, yeah, I sent them my email. I didn't get a response. That's bullshit. My whole fucking email, my whole inbox is literally empty. I have an inbox zero, meaning that literally every email that's being sent to admin at CodingPhase.com, I answer every student. I spend most of my day answering to everybody. But it was just funny when I saw that. I was like, yo, this shit's fucking crazy. Like, Reddit is like the fucking the Yelp one reviews where it's like a one random fucking dude that doesn't understand that this shit you gotta fucking do the work. I don't have a magic wand. I can teach you all the shit, but if you're not fucking putting in the work, you're not gonna get hired. Like you can't. It's not possible. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to do the work, you got to show up, and that's what you're paying for. Come in, take advantage of what you're paying for. I'm not selling courses here. I'm selling a program and a service. You know what I'm saying? You got to come in. I have to work with you. That's what you're paying for, right? You're paying for being able to work with me directly. And if you're not taking advantage of that, that's on you. How can I know that you have no energy unless I talk to you on that one Zoom call? You gotta bring your fucking energy up. You're not gonna get higher, man. It doesn't matter. You jump into Rust, you jump into Python, you jump into whatever you want to jump into. You're not getting hired, bro. I'm telling you right now. Whoever that dude, you're not gonna get hired. You have to. There's things you gotta work on, and that's like a personal thing. You gotta bring your energy up. You gotta fucking learn how to sell yourself. No one can do anything for you. It's like when I see people that go in and they go to like this how you call this shit? Like they see like high tech sales, right? If you're somebody that could sell, right, and you could talk to people, there's a lot of money in high tech sales, right, or tech sales, high ticket tech sales, right? Um, you can make a lot of money, right? Because like let's say for example you're working for a company that sells software as a service, and they're selling at enterprise level, and that contract is gonna be a $300,000 contract, and you get paid off commission. You could make $50,000 on just one contract, and if you have 10 contracts that year that are similar to that one, you just made $500,000, right? So people see that, and they see those things online, and they'll be like, man, I want to get into tech sales. I want to get this, and that. And they'll sign up to a boot camp, and the boot camp will hit them for like, $15,000, $20,000. And then you go see them, a month later on the review of the boot camp. And then they'll be like, yeah, man, I couldn't get a job doing tech sales. And then you go in and you start looking into who the person is. It's like, bro, you had no business getting into tech sales. If you can't even sell a cell phone on T-Mobile, you shouldn't even be fucking thinking about doing sales. And high ticket sales is for fucking people that can talk to people, that can go in and go into their fucking mindset, their psyche, and be able to convince them to sign into a fucking $300,000, $400,000 contract. You could barely talk to somebody. You barely could get a girl. Don't even look at tech sales. That's not for you. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that it's like personality traits. Like it's gonna be very hard for you to be able to do that. And with development, it's the same thing. In development, if you're not able to convince the person that you know what you're doing, because this is a technical skill, and people are paying you a lot of money to do work. They looking for you to produce. It don't matter how many courses you take, how many platforms you jump into. Individuals be going from one boot camp to one course to free YouTube to a paid service to this, and that, and they still can't find a job. And they're like, everything else is the problem. But they never come back in and say, what is the problem that I'm having? Because clearly I know the skill. But when I go to these interviews, I cannot do the interviews. You're not showing up with your A game. You don't know how to sell yourself. You don't know how to communicate. And I'm not even the most perfect communicator. Y'all know me. Shit, I do a lot of ums and ahs, and I'm not the fucking perfect communicator. You know what I mean? I don't know no big words. You know what I mean? Shit. I don't went from Grover Cleveland High School, 30% people graduate on time, to fucking community college in LaGuardia, and then from there City Tech. Like my school education pipeline is not that great. But when I show up, I'm showing up with my A game, right? I know exactly what I need to talk about, right? There's certain words I might not be. I'm an immigrant. There's certain words that I might not be able to say properly. I avoid those those words. You know what I mean? CSS is specificity. Yeah, I'm not using that word in the interview. Specificity, I'm not using that one because sometimes it don't come out right. Right? You gotta work with what you got. You gotta work with what you got. You gotta learn how to sell yourself. If not, there's no way no one can go in and put you into a position. And that's the shit that people don't understand. And understand that everyone has a different background. There's people that literally we have to go in and show them where's the power button on their computer. And from there, that's where we start, right? There's people that we got to go in and show them, hey, man, what's going on? I'll try to, reload my page. And then they're like, oh, da, da. I go in, I'm like, yo, can you check your Wi-Fi? Yeah, the internet's not really working. I don't know, maybe I'll try to set up a local host. It's not that, bro. Check your Wi-Fi. Dude got to go in, click on the Wi-Fi. Oh, shoot, my Wi-Fi was connected to the printer. You get what I'm saying? I'm bringing people from that level up. I'm fucking holding hands with that level I'm bringing them up like, yo, like we gotta show them how to connect to the fucking Wi-Fi properly. To fucking show them how to, what's the difference the difference in the Windows computer and a terminal on a Mac. Then we got to go in and bring that person into HTML, CSS, how to think of everything as boxes, how to structure everything. If you go in and you join any course, you could buy a fucking course and they wash their hands off you. Like, all right, shit, you paid $20. I'm fucking holding your hand. I'm bringing you up level by level. You know what I mean? But that's the shit. That's where it's like, when I looked at that fucking shit already, I was like, yo, this motherfucker's, you don't know. You don't know, man. But it was just hilarious to me, man. But again, shout out to everybody that's in here. I'm reading through the chat right now. Let me see who's in here. But yeah, man, a lot of changes, a lot of new content we're gonna be doing in here. I just hope that you guys enjoy it and that you really go in and keep on following what we do. Let me see. Reading through here. Next episode on CP, how to make coding babies. Elon sponsor. Let me see. That's game. Okay, you're back. Thank God. Yes, I'm back. Have a nice day. Shout out to the people from Brazil. Sling hiccup in video audio. Hopefully it won't be like the Tyson fight. Let me see, bro. Tyson, look at that. I don't know. His legs are gone now. Yeah, Tyson, that shit was whack. I mean, it was free. You know what I mean? Like, we can't even complain. That's why I'm pretty sure they're like, yo, Stars didn't want to pick it up. Fucking, what is it? Cinemax. None of HBO don't want to pick that shit up. They're like, yo, give that shit to Netflix. They looked at his fucking legs. Like, yo, throw that shit on Netflix, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Netflix got to use us as guinea pigs to test out their new live system, because now they're gonna have the NFL on Netflix. So they basically used us to test out if it's gonna be able to work, and clearly it didn't work. And now they're gonna probably fix it. The craziest thing is freaking Mike Tyson walking around with a thong. I don't know if people saw that. People peeped that. I don't know why. Why is Mike Tyson? Yo, Mike Tyson is a wild boy. You know what I mean? Why is he walking around with a thong? I don't know, bro. That's your man's. Nah, I was fucking going for him, but he's washed up, man. His legs is gone. Dude tapped him, and dude is tumbling. Imagine if he would have punched him for real. Like, I said, he was like, oh, that he didn't want to, if he didn't need to get hurt, he didn't want to hurt Mike Tyson. I would have knocked him out, bro. No cap, man. I would have knocked him out. Like, all right, bro, hold this. Bah! That's for the record. Now, when people look at me, they're like, all right, he knocked out Tyson. You know what I mean? Even though Tyson's like a 60-year-old man, he's like, yeah, shit, hold this shit down. Tyson, you knocked a lot of motherfuckers out. It's your turn. Eat this one. Hold this L. You know what I mean? Wear this crown. You know what I mean? Go in there like, hold on, Tyson. Look up, bro. Ah! Ah! Joe knocked Tyson out. I'm like, yeah. He knocked a lot of motherfuckers out. Now it's his turn. He got to eat that one. Boom, boom. John says the trick is when you sell it for 150. Don't suck when it goes up to 250. Yeah. With trading is a lot. It's a lot of psychological things, right? Sometimes you be like, oh, maybe I should have held it, but a lot of times you gotta have a system. You gotta say, hey, man, I'm trying to just get 10%, or I want to get 3%, 5%. Another thing too that people be forgetting is, like, especially with like Forex, you could do multiple trades at the same level. If you see an opportunity, and instead of you trying to get A 20% increase, nah, that shit's hard to do, to measure that and be like, all right, this shit's gonna happen that way. Because sometimes you go in and be like, I'm trying to get 50%, 20%. Fuck that. What you do is you go in and you take that same amount and you do it 5 orders at the same time. If you see something that's really building on, you do that. Now you got 50%, but all you needed was just 10%, and you got out. If you go in and you start thinking, man, let's let it run. I've lost a lot of money doing that shit. That's early mistakes. Early mistakes where I would just go in and be like, man, it's going up, it's going up. It's like, nope. When it's going up like that, it's gonna come down. And when it comes down, it's gonna be so fast that you won't even be able to get out. You won't be able to even close that freaking trade. And you was up 30, 40%, and by the time you go in and scrambling to try to close everything, you're fucking 15% negative. So you lost all your investment, and now you're losing even more. Trust me, it has happened. Okay. Let me see. Reading through here, this is Red. It says, shout out to Joe CP for putting a true education. Love you, Joe, for real, for real. Salute. Hey, love you too, bro. Um, some dude said $100 a good tip. Thank you. This Red says, yo, it's Mexican pesos, bro. It will be more, but then politicians U.S. didn't intervene. Wow. Yo, you're funny, man. He's like, yo, bro, don't hype it up, bro. It's 100 pesos. He's like, that's why I love my community, because y'all already know what type of fucking comedy and fucking humor I have, and y'all have the same type of humor. It's like, yo, bro, don't hype that shit up. That's just 100 pesos, bro. Like, that's just like $10, bro. Don't hype it up. Thank you for that, man. Let me see. Shorty says, man, I heard married couple living in New York, each partner making 350 salary with one child and still live paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. Well, New York is expensive if you want to take care of your family and shit like that. It gets even crazier because what people spend mad bread by themselves, and once you have kids, like kids are expensive. You know. Let me see. Do you have any used Intel processor? No, I don't have no used Intel processor, bro. All I use is Mac. I have two Windows computers, but I think they're AMD, if I'm not mistaken. Is it a good job to become a radiologist technician? Go for it. Shit, if you want to do it. I know my grandfather was a doctor, one of the first doctors in Dominican Republic, and he brought X-rays to Dominican Republic. I mean, but that's like back in the day, so I don't know nothing about X-rays, bro. Let me see. Right through here. Yeah, man, it's definitely crazy. Let me see. Right through here. Damn, yo, people got their retirement, but it's crazy because things happen and the government don't really teach how to get more bread, more income, etc. Yeah. Code Clown said, is it possible to retire at 31? Yeah, you just gotta make enough bread. But also too, when people say like retiring, you're not really retiring, because what the hell you gonna do? You just gonna be a bum for the rest of your life? No. Retirement, like even in the concept of like fire, right? The fire movement. It's more about you're out of the rat race. That's it. You have enough bread where you're out of the fucking rat race. Where you could go in, like let's say for example, if you go in and you make, let's say, 3 M's, right? Even if you put those 3 M's into an account that gets you a 5% interest rate on that, right? You're basically making $150,000 a year. So with 3 M's, you can make $150,000 every single year. So if that's like your salary, that's like you're retired. You don't have to. Now you're doing whatever you want. You want to, play in a band. You want to fucking, you want to fucking do art. You want to play video games all day. Shit, you want to go to Colombia, blow some backs out, do what you got to do out there. Shit, go to Thailand. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You could sponsor somebody out there. You be like, yo, I'm sponsoring this chick. I'm her sponsor. Right? You could go that route. Right? That's retirement. Um, so yeah, you could do it by 31. You just gotta figure out how you're gonna make three M's. That's the hard part. Um, that's why people don't retire at 31. Only people that retire at 31 is like people that were smart enough and were thinking about doing that shit in like the early 20s. So they had like a good run. Like somebody that comes in and let's say they work at a top company making 200, $300,000 a year, and then they they fucking live frugal. Like they're not spending no bread. They're just saving everything, putting it in the stock market, right? Letting it ride. Um, and then they go in and they basically have their money there. They go either put it in a Roth IRA, try to max it out. They have a 401k from the company. Then they also have, you know, the cash that they've been able to save up, and because they're compounding their money every year is growing. By the time they're like 30, 31, then yeah, they could put together, maybe 2 million. You know, at that point, shit, and you got no kids, you got no responsibility. That's why it's good to not even have no kids in the beginning. You want to have kids like later on. Look, I got 4 kids, and I could tell you it's good because they give me motivation. But at the same time, if I was to tell somebody, hey, have kids at the same age as me, I will tell them, leave that shit for like 38, 39. But then the problem is, too, that you shouldn't wait to have kids too long because then your kids don't come out right a lot of times. That's something that we're seeing right now in the United States. People are having kids mad late. Kids have all type of fucking diseases and random shit, ADHD, fucking all type of shit, autism, all that stuff. And I believe, right? There's no proof of anything, you know. I believe it's because people have kids very late, you know. But that's why people be like also too, like, oh, guys always want to get with younger girls. Well, I think those eggs need to be fresh. It's fresh eggs, you know what I mean? Like it gotta be like fucking, 28, 27, right? I think prime time is from 20 to like 30. After that, I don't know. And probably the guys too. You start having your shit, your little swimmers is not looking right. You know what I mean? Swimmers coming in like yeah, right? So, but it's expensive. When you have kids, it's expensive. So if you want to go in and you want to retire and do all that stuff, like you got to make your bread as soon as possible. Because then what happens is people be mad old, right? And not mad old, but you'll be like 40 something years old. You don't have the same energy. Even now, I'm 36. I don't have the same energy as I used to when I was in my 20s. I used to code all freaking day like crazy. When I was like 24, 25 years old, I used to code from like 9 o'clock in the morning and then code the whole day till like 7 o'clock at night. Then take a break, eat some food with my family, play a little bit of League of Legends from like 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, right? A little bit, like 2, 3 hours of League of Legends, and then to wind down because my mind will be in such a rush off like League of Legends. Then I will go and code till like 2 o'clock in the morning and wake up the next day and do the same shit, and I will be chilling. Now I'm in front of the computer for like 4 hours. I got to take a break. My eyes start getting a little fuzzy, you know. my mind. I start getting bored, you know. So yeah, you gotta do that shit when you're young. But or as long as you have energy, because being young don't mean shit. It's just about having energy. Let me see reading through here. Shopify stock is so high. Yeah, I told you guys. That shit was like $40, $50. Now that shit, last time I checked, was like 90. Maybe it went up again. Let me see, reading through here. Ayo says, how much are the lifetime memberships? Lifetime memberships is $1,500 right now. It's a deal. That shit, it's definitely worth it. Because remember, you're gonna have access to everything that we offer, on CodingPhase. So it's not like you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta pay more or I gotta pay extra. It's like no, it's like you pay one time and you never have to pay again ever in your life. That's it. I think the lifetime value of most users, um, it's around there. You know, it's around 1,500, 2,000, and that's like people that's been around for years and years. That I tell them, I'm like, just get the lifetime membership. Like, and they're like, nah, I can't. Because it's hard. Sometimes it's hard mentally for somebody to say, damn, I could spend, let's say, $1,500 on getting a MacBook Pro, or I could spend $1,500 in whatever, right? But to be honest with you, the value that you're gonna get out of CodingPhase, you make your money back, like straight up. Now, of course, if you don't do shit with it, it's like you buying a right now. It's like this power washer, right? I bought this power wash. I don't know for like $400. You think I power wash? No, I just have a power washer. But do I power wash? No. So what did I do with my investment? I didn't do shit with it, right? I'm about to sell it. Anybody want a power wash? We about to throw that shit on the special for the Black Friday. Anybody wants a Ryobi power washer, bro? That's the good one too. Like throw that shit with the package. Whoever wins a MacBook is like, yo, send them the MacBook and a power washer. Like they're gonna be like, yo, damn, Joe really looked out. Like nah, for real. I got the power washer. It's like you go in and you buy something. If you don't do nothing with it, like yeah, like you're not gonna fucking. The investment is gonna be bad. But for somebody that comes in and says, "Hey, man, I already went to CodingPhase. I already got a job. I like the way they teach here. I like the community. I'm gonna be using this, right? Guess what? The lifetime membership is the best deal because you only gotta pay once, and then you pretty much get it for free after that. Like, and I'm not going away. You know what I mean? God willing. And if something does happen to me, I'm pretty sure, we'll get somebody else. This is a business. Like this shit can't go away. There's people depending on it. So we go in and get somebody else to continue doing CodingPhase. So at that point, you just got it for free. All this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah. And again, that's why I don't promote the lifetime membership. I only like mention it in like Black Friday sales for people that want it. You know. Henry says, I'm here. Shout out to Henry because I'm here, Papa. I didn't miss any meetings. I put in the work. I wholeheartedly believed in you, and we made it happen, man. You're the truth. Yeah, I appreciate it. Um, Shorty says, hey, yo, says it's 1,500 currently because everything's 50% off Black Friday. Hit your website to see. It's clutch. Yep. Brandon King says, confidence in the interview is important. I think a lot of time interviewers it's also going to on their gut feeling. Gotta show that you want it. Yeah, people are not gonna hire people unless they feel comfortable that they could work with them, and also too that they know what they're talking about. You know. When does Bochinches y Más? Shout out to Bochinches y Más. I like that. When does the discount end? The discount ends in December 1st. Marcus Harrison says, "Hey Joe, you ever heard Anton Daniels? He give a lot of stock trading advice. Yeah, I like him. I've been on his channel before. I actually been on his live stream a couple of times. And that's my boy. Only thing is that sometimes he be saying, I mean, I like what he says. It's just sometimes it's a little bit too direct, which sometimes is good for to wake people up, but you know, it's just it's a little bit too direct for me. Because I feel like when you're talking to people, you don't want to make them feel stupid. You could correct somebody, you could tell somebody something, but I think his messaging is too direct, and that's what we love about him. That's what we like. It's like entertaining, but at the same time, you gotta be careful because then now you're alienating some people, and then you're missing out on the audience that you could have. Never did a test run. Yep. Let me see. Shout out to my boy Kevin Mosley. What up? Hi Joe. What are the list of things one needs to know to become a complete email developer? Comprehensive list. Shout out from Ghana. Go to codingphase.com. Check out the curriculum on the HTML email developer and everything there. Pretty much all the things that I have there is exactly what you need. Yep. Bob. Shout out to Bob, a very smart man. He said, go to the Tech Accelerator course. There is a list. Go to the website and click on the Tech Accelerator course. Everything is there, laid out. Every step that you got to do. Now, of course, it's the curriculum. You can look at it, but you can't. You gotta pay for you know, for access of me teaching. Now, if you go in and you say, okay, I'm gonna look at his curriculum and follow what he has there, because I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm shit. The what they call it, money disparity or some shit like I don't know what's the word for that shit. Where it's like, you know, what's worth here, the money that's worth here, right? Is like a month's worth over there. If that's the situation, you're like, man, I can't. I would love to learn from here, but I can't afford it. Then you got to do what you got to do. You got to go in and fucking, trapping out the bandwidth, figure it out, right? Go to the website, look at the curriculum, and create a plan from there for yourself. Um, but again, you want to learn from your boy, holding your hand through this whole process. That's gonna cost a little penny, but the information is there. For Rock says, I'm 29 years old. Is it late to learn front end development? Bro, you're early. Like 29 is not old. Curtis Davis says, you can only retire with cash flow. Wealth, 3 million important too. An earthquake wrecks your home, but you need to bounce back after health or emergency. Yep. If you have less than 5 million, I won't think about retirement. Um, yep. Right. Build cash pile before kids. Yep. Bob says, is that for women or men? I don't know what you're talking about on that one. I just heard Andrew. I just heard Andrew Huberman talk about it yesterday. The older male or female, the higher the chance of autism. Yeah, I believe in that. I believe in that. I think that if you have them young, it's good. But the problem is that the way how society is, when you're young, It's when you gotta build yourself up. You got, especially when you're coming from the bottom. But ideally, you want to have your kids young. And also too, it's great when you could have your kids young and you have a support system. Like there's people that I know that they had their kids like in high school. Like had a kid in high school. Now their kids is grown and they're grown and they're chilling and they could be out and about, right? But also too, they had a good support system. The parents, they had a little money, they had a little house, they had a support system. So even though the kid had a kid young, he had a good support system. Now, when you cannot have kids when you're young, is when you're coming from the fucking bottom. You bringing a kid to this world to fucking suffer or to fucking struggle with you and be like, hey, I'm homeless, and you shouldn't be having no kids. You gotta get your shit together first. You know what I mean? You don't got a support system. I was watching some shit. What's this channel? Um, Soft White Underbelly or some shit like that. And I'm like, yo, all these people that is all fucked up, that you know, they're on drugs and all type of shit. It's a cycle that the parents, you know, they basically started. You know, you go in and you're having kids super young with no background, no support. What are you doing? You shouldn't even be having no kids. I mean, nah, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something, but then people's gonna be like, yeah, that's too extreme. But yeah, I don't think people should be having kids. If you don't got your shit together, I can't say that's not a right, because anyone has a right to have a kid, right? That's your body, your choice. But I think for even for society, it's like you're not contributing nothing good, because even if you can't give that kid a good upbringing, what you're doing is you fucking bringing up the same person that I might be walking down the street and he might kill me for my fucking money or for whatever or for his drug habit because you didn't fucking raise him right. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it's like that's a danger to society. You know, I mean that's how I look at it. Fucking people having kids that they shouldn't be having kids. That's something that we gotta pay for 20 years later. We'll find out what happens with that kid. And as a society, we all gotta pay for it. But who has the right to tell somebody you can't have a kid? You know what I mean? That's impossible. Only God can do that. Say, I hate ads says, can I make money with HTML CSS by selling websites? Yes, you can make money with HTML CSS, but it's not just HTML CSS. HTML CSS is like the least technical thing that you could do. But I give you an example. There's things called HTML banners. You know those ads that you see on Google Ads? Those are banners that's done with HTML and CSS and JavaScript animations. So with just knowing the basics of that, you could go in and make some money just freelancing with that. Um, you could build landing pages. You could build funnels for people. All you need is HTML, CSS for that. You can help small business owners by building them a website with like WordPress or Shopify or Wix or any of those platforms, and you can make some money with that. So you don't have to be an expert with everything before you start making bread. But and you can do all of those things. You just gotta um, how you call this? You gotta like know extra skills that come with it. You know, because it's not just I want to learn HTML, CSS. That's like what I tell people here from the beginning. You don't want to just learn how to code. You want to learn how to code to do blank, right? Hey, I want to learn how to code to be able to help businesses grow and get sales. So then now you're learning HTML, CSS. Now you're learning Shopify. Now you're learning email development, right? And it's a process. But now you're not learning to code. Code is just a thing that you got to do to be able to get the result that you want to offer to people. The cool thing too is that now with AI and the way how everything works, even if you're not that great at coding, if you understand exactly the process and everything that that needs to get done, you basically um, you can solve people's problems like and make a lot of money. Let me see. But Chinche Miles says first one to buy the lifetime membership get a power wash. No, man, people already bought it. We already got like 40 people that bought the lifetime membership this month. You know, and I mean, we still the month is not even over. Like this is, Black Friday is the biggest sale of the year for our company. So yeah, we good. Like people come in and be like, "Oh, I don't know, I wanna sign up. Do I sign up?" You sign up if you see the value. If you understand, it takes this for me to get the results that I want to get, and I want to pay for the service, not just to learn how to code. I want to pay for a service that will help me go in, learn the skills, hold my hand through the process, help me build a portfolio, help me with the projects, tell me what type of jobs I should be applying for, and they're gonna search for jobs for me. So I could just go in and apply while I'm busy at work or I'm busy with my kids. I got a team working for me. If that's something that you're interested in, go to codingphase.com. That's what we have. That's what we offer. 50% off. Okay? And that shit right now selling like hotcakes. Once that shit goes to 5,000, I go in, close it up. I don't want no more students than 5,000 students a year. And that's it. But yeah, the lifetime membership right now selling like hotcakes. It was number one last week, or the last time that I checked on the top sales. Now is the diamond membership. If you go to the website, you go to codingphase.com, everything's lined up according. That's dynamically. What's the top selling things? Last week it was the lifetime membership, right? First month or first week that I announced it, that this whole month we got 50% off, and the advertisement that we have, and then that was number one. Um, this week is the diamond membership, the 6 months and the yearly, selling like hotcakes. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. You could do the math. I mean, we got 4,000 something students. You know what I mean? Do the math on that. You know, but definitely is good, man. I'm just reading through the chat. Sizzler says, "Do you make the announcement?" Yes. The announcement is we're gonna be creating a lot of content for lifestyle, right? Lifestyle content, because I feel like it's needed. I think it's important for people to come in and see the lifestyle that you have as a developer, you know, as an adult, right? Because a lot of people you see here is mostly like young people that, doing a lot of bullshit, to be honest with you, right, with their money. And I want to go in and start teaching to people this is the lifestyle that you're going to have as a developer with a family, with kids. And, I'm not making it a family channel, but I want to show you a week's worth of what happens with me. What is it that I do, right? With my family, with my business, with everything, just so you could see and envision yourself in this path. I also want to go in and talk about, um, you know, how to invest your money because every single one of you guys is gonna become a developer if you work on your craft, right? And you come to coding phase, we're gonna help you out with that. But even if you don't come to coding phase, you're already on the right path. You just gotta go in and follow through. And when you get into this industry, how do you go in and prepare yourself for this? And it comes with investments and also to investing in yourself. Those two things. So I want to go in and cover all of those topics, because a lot of times, I come here, I do a live stream. How many times I'm gonna tell you guys, yeah, content editing is the shit. Like you gotta learn that. Email development, you gotta learn it. Shopify development, you gotta learn that. How many times I'm gonna repeat myself, right? Like, yeah. I also want to do other content, right? So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Because yes, I want to help people out, but I also want to go in and show you guys what's possible, right? Because again, there's a lot of people that watch me and watch this channel and don't understand the value that you're gonna get. If you understand what my lifestyle is like, being able to imagine this, like I'm able to see my kids whenever I want. I'm able to take vacations whenever the hell I want. I'm able to work on whatever it is that I want to work on. I don't have to work on a language that I don't like. I don't have to work on a stack that I don't like. I work on the things that I want to work on. You know what I'm saying? It's a freedom that you get. But how do you do that? You have to come into this industry. You come in, make your bread, put in the right investments, put in the right moves, invest into yourself with knowledge, okay? Don't think that all this shit I've done it by myself. No, I bought courses too. I signed up to programs too. I just don't do it with development because I already know that. But even to this day, I'm still signing up to business classes. I'm still signing up to trading classes, right? I'm not going back to school to get a master's degree, but I'm fucking getting a master's from people that have already accomplished the things that I want to accomplish. So you gotta invest in yourself. You can't be that type of person, be like, well, I'm just gonna fucking be here. I'm not gonna invest in myself. This is why you're where you're at. You gotta change that. How do you change that? If someone has the shortcuts and someone that has the lifestyle that you want, and they're willing to go in and teach it to you, take advantage of it. There's people that don't do that shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers that got bread and they don't even tell nobody. You go ahead and ask them, hey man, how you make money? No, some investment. Working hard. If you work hard, you're gonna continue, you're gonna get there. That's not advice. That's not helping you. You need somebody that comes in and tells you, hey man, this is what I did. I became a developer. I learned how to code. Right? I got into the game, got my first job. After I got my first job, I started building side projects. I learned skills that were not only for companies, but company skills that I could use for myself, where I could freelance, where I could create my own applications, where I could create my own services, where I could create my own products, right? I learned about marketing. I learned about online sales. I learned about, business. This is how I did this thing, right? Or I done did it. I done did this, right? This is how I did it, right? Um, that's a person that's trying to help you. The person that gives you a pat in the back, man, just keep working hard. That's not a fucking answer. Tell me how you fucking did it, man. If I gotta take my time, you see, and that's when you be like, all right, that's that bullshit. Like, please just show me how you did it, so I could learn and I could go in and do it. And you're only gonna do that by actually investing in yourself. I don't care if you do it with me. The people that come to me, I'm gonna take care of them. But that don't mean that this is the only platform. You find whatever works for you. But the only thing that I do tell you is, if you're gonna go in and fucking put money in little Billy with a comb over, come support your boy. You know what I'm saying? Because your boy actually cares about you. These motherfuckers, they don't. That's just the truth. I'll be honest with you. I've seen a lot of people that go in and be like, hey, they signed up to this boot camps and to this shit. Once you sign that paper, they could care less after that. That's just the facts. They could care less. Once you sign that paper, that's why I don't have no contracts or nothing with the students. Even though I should go on that route, you make more money and have less headaches. But then you pricing out the people that can't do it. You know how many people come to me? They're like, "Yo, Joe, I don't even have a credit card. My credit's shot, bro." Like, you know how many people come to me that come in situations like that, and we'll figure it out. I'll be like, "Bro, get a Cash App. Send me the Cash App, and I'll help you out." You know what I mean? Like, but those companies, they don't give a fuck. They're like, "All right, you don't got no credit? Oh, yeah, we can't work with you. Oh, you don't got this, and that? Oh, man, it is what it is." Nah, I'm trying to help that person that's trying to do something good. If you're trying to do something good, like, why wouldn't somebody go in that already did it, show you the way? or price you out. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, look at right now, I don't have to be doing a 50% off. The 50% off is really just to tell people, hey man, like, I know you want to do this. Go ahead. Look, I just gave it to you half off. But not because I have to. Because technically I could just put it full price and it's still gonna sell. But it leaves out certain individuals that I want them to come in. I want them to get those benefits. Because this information shouldn't be for those that can only pay. It should be given to everyone. But at the same time, I can't go in and do it free because it costs me money to run CodingPhase. If it was fucking free, it'd be like, all right, cool. I just put it out for free. But it costs me money to do this shit, you know? And I spent, we got 7 years. I spent 2 years and a half running it with no profit. I wasn't making no profit for 2 years. So now that we've already proven everything that we said fucking works, everything that we fucking taught gets results, it's like, yeah, I took that hit of those 2 years, basically me funding everything. Now I need to come in and recoup the bread that I put in, you know? But if it was up to me, I would just fucking put it up 100% for free. But anyways, man, I'm gonna see you guys later. It's your boy Joe, back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Go check it out. I'm excited for this, guys. So yeah, the actual first video that I'm gonna drop for this POV content that I'm gonna do, is gonna be next Sunday. So this whole week, everything that happens throughout this whole week, all the highlights, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna share it with you guys. It's gonna be like a 5-minute video, 5 to 10 minute video, right? Recapping every week, just small little things, right? Just the lifestyle, right? Shit, I'm able to go in, take care of my kids. Hey, I'm doing a meeting. I wake up on Mondays, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking coding the whole day, working on some projects for the courses, doing some meetings. Then from there, eat a little bit at 5:30. From there, go in at 7 o'clock and do another meeting from 7 to 9 p.m. with my students. You'll see that whole process throughout the whole week. The little things where it'd be like, hey, it's a Tuesday. Shit, I don't want to work. I'm taking the day off. What I'm doing for that day? I'm hanging out with my kids. Shit, it's Wednesday. Go in, do everything that I have to do, da-da-da. Thursday, guess what? We want to go in and do some trading. Cool. I'm going to trade in the morning. Boom. See how I make $10,000 in one fucking hour. Cool. Let's go in. Chill. Friday, working all day, I might hit the casino. Go to the casino real quick. Boom. Come back with like 5-6 grand. Come back home. Saturday, hang out with the kids. Take them to the park. Chill. Right? From there, we probably go to Orlando. Boom. Go to the mall, chill out, get the kids some ice cream, right? Simple shit. Sunday, come back, do a bunch of meetings with my students on the phone, right? And then Monday, we right back at it again. And you'll see the whole process. But there'll be those moments where you'll be like, damn, this is why this guy works so hard. This is why this thing is worth it. And you could envision yourself and see yourself. You could have the same similar type of lifestyle where you have that freedom, where you could choose what days you work. Shit, I don't want to work on a Tuesday, or maybe I don't want to work this Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll make it up on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's perks to this shit. And you'll see, damn, Joe's in DR right now for a whole week. How he did that? Oh, shit, he got the villa. Oh, shit, he got the ATVs. Oh, shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Joe might hit the little spot. Oh, shit, they know Joe by first name. Oh, he's a regular here. You know what I mean? It's like little shit like that. Joe, ain't you married? Yeah, I'm married. As long as I don't do no dirt, I could be out here. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing but, you sometimes you gotta feed the eyes. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers gonna be like, damn, Joe's out here in the strip club, like going all ham. Is be like, that's how it is. Sometimes you gotta go outside. It's part of our culture, right? And this is the shit. Your culture might be you at home, you fucking playing tic tac toe. I don't know what your culture is, right? This is my culture. Sometimes we go to the strip club, and that's not even for the girls. We just go in there to fucking chill, listen to the good music, enjoy ourselves. You know what I mean? Shit. And you'll see that. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Kevin Mosley. I might go in and bump into Kevin Mosley in Chicago. Shit. I was supposed to link up with Lawrence this weekend, but he was beat. He drove from Jackson to Tampa. He did two meetings, a meeting in Jackson, then another meeting in Tampa. I didn't even get to link up with him on Friday. So yeah, so that's the type of thing I want to start bringing, because I've been watching um, a lot of content in the trading space, right? I also got that how you call this that what's the word, that inspiration from um, just some of the people that do trading, and I'm like, I like that type of content. Like it's a structure of be, between, like, it's education, right? You'll have a video where you'll have a full tutorial, right? Then you'll have you know a video where it's like content on information of like the market or whatever it's happening. Then um you'll have content where it'll be like lifestyle, like, hey, I just, I'm in Marbella in Spain, the south of Spain, and we're about to take this plane ride to the south of fucking France, and you know what I mean. We're going um, to Monaco real quick, right? But throughout the whole week, the person dropped content on teaching you things. So now you get to see, oh, what he did throughout that week while he was recording those videos, giving you those gems. He's also showing you, oh, this is what I do. This is my lifestyle. This is what I do. Now, I think my lifestyle is really cool because it's like I'm a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing I'm going to Monaco. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm just chilling with my family, being able to take care of them, take care of my family in DR, take care of my family in New York, and I'm able to take care of my family in YouTube and in the community here. And I'm still like I'm able to juggle all of these things, but it's a cool lifestyle that I feel like people could go in and resonate and say, "Oh shit, that's fucking cool." Because I'm pretty sure right now you might be working a bullshit ass job. You're like, "Man, I fucking hate this job, and I have to go to the job to make some money." But I could be having a better job and a better lifestyle if I do the right moves, And a lot of times, like, even when I watch some of this trading, or yeah, let's say trading and investing content, one thing that I notice in a lot of this videos is people's like, yeah, it's so good for you to be able to do that because you got money and you could do this and that. But that's the problem. A lot of these people, they show you this lifestyle, they show you all this shit. But 90% of the people that's watching the videos, they can't afford any of that shit because they don't have a way to make that type of capital. You go in and you ask somebody, hey man, you got $10,000 so you could start investing, and 90% of the people, or shit, 98% of the people on YouTube, or 99% of the people on YouTube will be like, bro, shit, I got chip-ins on the blunt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers just looking around, scratching their head, like, yo, shit, 10,000, bro? I don't got that right now. They looking around like, yo, shit, I got five on the dub, right? Like, they start looking around, right? Because they don't got it. But that's where the big question comes in, is like, how do I get to be able to have that type of bread? And I think I have the whole trifecta. Is like, shit, that's what we do. You know what I mean? Like at CodingPhase, we teach you that, right? There's a good career. You start with this. You're gonna work anywhere, regardless. But you might as well get paid good, so you could go in and have bread and you could invest into shit. and move. Because, you could go in and be fucking a FedEx driver right now, and you be like, yeah, man, I'm doing trading on Robinhood, bro. And I'm trading this and that. You're trading with like $100, $50. You're not going nowhere with that type of bread. You need to have 10,000 and up that you could play with. So when you go in and say, damn, I'm putting in 3% to make 10% return on my portfolio, now you're talking about, oh shit, I just made 1,000. I just made 2,000. And that shit starts adding up. The following month, you could go in and be like, damn, now I took my portfolio that was 10,000, now it's 17,000. We're gonna double that shit up. In 2, 3 months, you already have $40,000. You know what I'm saying? But the big question is, how you gonna make that first 10,000? You gotta have a good job. You're not gonna do that shit in a bullshit job. You know what I'm saying? Bree Power, for real. We gotta link up when I go to Orlando. When this hat going on sale, I don't know if people want it. People want it. Let me know if y'all want it, for real. We'll figure it out. This is custom made, so that's why I like this hat, because I know I could go and get another company, but let me know. I'll put a comment. I'll order it for you guys and ship it to you guys. I don't even have to make profit on it. But if you want it, we'll put it up. Yeah, I'll make a video. Cosmic Tech SML says, is there any good investing trading classes or you recommend? Yeah, I'll put it up. That's one of the videos I want to do. I want to do like resources, like good, really good resources. People that I believe is legit, that has helped me on my trading, and that you guys can go in and check them out. And maybe in the future, I'll go in and make like a course on trading. But I just don't feel, I don't know. I gotta look into the legalities of it, right? Because I know that there's certain things that you got to put disclaimers and shit like that, because people come in and be like, well, I thought I was going to be a millionaire. And it's like, no, stupid. Like, I'm just teaching you how to fucking trade. I didn't fucking tell you how to become a millionaire. You get what I'm saying? Like, because there's motherfuckers that's looking around like, yo, how can I, come up with a nice little lawsuit, right? So that's why I'm scared to get even into that shit, to like a trading course, because this motherfucker's looking around like they just rubbing their hands together, doing the Birdman hand rub, you know, looking for to to catch a little quick check. It's like, oh, you forgot to say not financial advice? Oh, oh, I got you. You gonna hear from me and my lawyers. You gonna hear from them guys. You know what I mean? This motherfucker just waiting to rub their hands. They're like, yo, oh, we gonna eat. Oh, he forgot to put a disclaimer. Ooh, you know what I mean? This motherfuckers, yeah, this motherfuckers is like, that's like motherfuckers that go to like a supermarket. Oh, they fucked up. They fucking mopped the floor. They didn't put the sign. Oh, they fucked up. Like this motherfucker's walking around calling their cousins. Yo, they fucked up. They didn't put the sign here. Come meet me at Walmart. You come meet me on Walmart. I'm on aisle 3. Yeah, right here, right next to the ice. Yeah. Yeah, by the freezer. Come, we got one. You know? So, yeah, you just gotta, certain shit you gotta watch out for. Legalities, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Joe got a trading course? Oh, he didn't put this shit on the disclaimer? Ooh, we gonna eat. I got time today. Motherfuckers is like, yo, I got time today. I'm gonna take that course. I'm gonna flip that $100 course into a couple of $100,000s. Cause he told me I was gonna be a millionaire off. Motherfuckers come in there and Corey is like, yeah, I'm distressed. I took my last $100 and Yeah, he told me about something about trading. I don't know what trading is. I thought we trading Pokemon cards. You know what I mean? Like I thought we trading Pokemon cards. When he was talking about trading, he got me signed up to Trading View. I didn't even know what I was doing. I put my last $100 into that shit. My wife don't left me. My fucking kids don't recognize me. I'm gonna need some support. Yeah, so you gotta just be careful with legality. Shit like that, you just got. It's like it's no joke. Yeah. So, but yeah, I put some good resources for people. Okay, to check out. Anyways, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here. I love you guys. Good talking to you guys, hanging out with you guys for like what, like an hour, 2 hours. It was cool. Hopefully you guys enjoy this live stream. A lot of people say, Joe, please keep the live stream up. I'm gonna keep it up. I think it was PC, right? We kept it PG, right? Cool. So it'll stay up. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna see you guys later. Brentwood says, "Yo, Costco just recalled 80,000 PDS of butter because some moron didn't realize there isn't butter. They have to put a sticker in it." Oh, you ain't put a sign on the butter. Y'all know I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah, motherfuckers. He's not a moron. He's a very smart man. That's what he is. There's people that's just fucking. They'll do anything to not work. Instead of working, they'll look for every type of way to try to sue somebody, sue a company, like they ain't got shit to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Take care, guys. I'm gonna see you guys later. All right. Peace.